You ever heard of that saying, curiosity killed the cat? Yeah, that one. Well, after what happened to me last night, I'm starting to think it's true. So, it all started when I moved into this old, rundown apartment building. The rent was cheap, the location was perfect, and honestly, I didn't care much about the creepy, creaky halls or the flickering lights. It had character, you know? Anyway, I was on the third floor, room 307, and things were cool for the first couple of weeks. But then, I started noticing something weird. Right across from my apartment, there's this door. Nothing unusual, right? Except it didn't have a number. Every other door had a number, 301, 302, 303. You get the point. But this door? Nothing. Just plain dark wood. I figured it might be a storage room or something, so I never thought much of it, until I heard noises. It was around midnight. I was up late scrolling on my phone, and I started hearing these soft thumps like footsteps coming from the other side of that door. I brushed it off at first. This building's old, you know? Could be pipes or something. But then the sounds got louder. Scratching, like nails on wood, and whispers. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but it felt like they were calling my name. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you just mind your business? Trust me, I wish I had. But I got curious. I decided to knock on the door just to see if someone was there. I mean, maybe a neighbor needed help or something, right? So I walked over and knocked 3 times. No answer. I leaned in to listen, and that's when I heard it. A faint, almost childlike giggle, but it wasn't coming from the other side. It was like it was coming from all around me, echoing through the hallway. I backed up real quick, freaked out. The sound stopped, just like that. Dead silence. I went back to my apartment, locked the door, and tried to sleep, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. I was tossing and turning when I heard it again. Scratching, but this time it was coming from inside my apartment. I sat up, heart pounding, and scanned the room. Nothing. The scratching continued, getting closer, like something was crawling towards my bed. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and shined it towards the sound. There, in the corner, was a shadow. Not a regular shadow, but this dark, twisted figure, hunched over, scratching the floor with long, bony fingers. I froze. It turned its head towards me, and I swear to God, its eyes were glowing. Like not glowing from light, but glowing from inside, with this faint, eerie red. I jumped out of bed, grabbed the closest thing I could find, a lamp, and threw it at the shadow. It vanished. Just like that. 1 second it was there, and then gone. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat on my bed, wide awake, staring at the door. Morning came, and I decided I needed answers. I went straight to the landlord, this old dude who's been living in the building forever. I asked him about the door with no number. He looked at me, real serious, and said, "There's no such door on the 3rd floor." I insisted, told him I'd seen it. I heard noises from it. He just shook his head and told me to drop it. Said something about how some things are better left alone. I went back to my floor, determined to prove him wrong. But when I got there, the door was gone. I mean, completely gone. Just a blank wall where it used to be. I stood there, staring at it, wondering if I was losing my mind. I haven't seen the shadow since, but sometimes late at night when everything's quiet, I still hear those whispers, calling my name from somewhere just beyond the walls. And that door, the one that isn't there anymore, I still see it in my dreams. So, if you ever find yourself in an old building and you come across a door with no number, just keep walking. Trust me, some doors are better left unopened.